from 360 Mortgage Solutions. So I wanted to jump on and share with you some hints and tips around your monthly living expense. But before I do, what is a monthly living expense? Basically, a monthly living expense is all your expenses that you need to pay for throughout the year. And these can be discretionary, i.e. you can close them or cancel them if you want to, or they can be necessary. So things such as paying your rates, that's not really a choice that you have. And then other things like Netflix or your Uber Eats, they're discretionary. But basically this is all the things, all the expenses you have broken down into a monthly expense so that the banks and lenders can ensure that you can still keep the lifestyle you're used to once you buy your property. Here's where the hints and tips come into place. I have a lot of clients who tell me they spend next to nothing on their monthly living expenses, and when they break it down, it really does look like they're not spending much at all. But when you actually go through a client's statement, you can see where they're actually spending their money. So for example, you might be looking at the expenses and thinking, well, we don't have to eat out too often. We'll probably spend $50 a week, $50 a month on eating out. But when you go through your transaction listing, you might see the sneaky cheeseburger here and there, which all add up to far more than $50 a month. And what's really important to know is that in the financial climate we're in at the moment, banks and lenders are cross-checking your expenses, what you claim your expenses to be, to what you are actually spending on your transaction statement. So we do need to look at the last 3 months and average out roughly what you're spending. And if there's a big discrepancy or something doesn't add up, then there could be problems. So for example, recently I had a client who claimed the total insurance they pay per month was about $50. But what was clear in their transaction listing was a life insurance policy for $150 among other insurance policies. But that's not to say this client had done the wrong thing or was trying to be sneaky. A lot of people just don't know what their monthly living expense is. And if you haven't sat down recently and visited your budget, you'd have no idea. So one of the major tips I can give is if you are needing to do your monthly living expense for some lending that you're wanting to do, have a look at your transaction listing. Have a look at the last 3 months and use that as a guide, because that is what the lenders are doing. Alternatively, if you are living quite a lavish lifestyle with the mentality of when I get my home, I'll knuckle down and I won't need to pay that gym membership or I won't need Netflix, then why not go without it now? Why not try it now so you can show the lenders and yourself that you can live that lifestyle? Because after all, there's no point getting a property if you're eating baked beans and you can't afford to do anything else. Finally, the other tip to share is to know your budget. I can't stress that enough. It doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter how much you earn, it doesn't matter how long you've been paying your mortgage off, or if you want to start looking at getting your first mortgage, have a budget. Know how much your monthly expenses are, know how much that means you've got for savings and how much you've got left over for spending or spoiling. Know how much money you've got coming in so you know how much money you've got to go out. If you want a copy of a budgeting template, then just comment below or get in touch with me. I've got a free template that I can share with you so that you can know your budget. Otherwise, guys, I hope you're having a great day and I'll talk to you later.